Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? Let me find my live chat. Okay. Yeah, I see y'all. Lisa, Alex, Will, Cheryl Lynn, Misty. How are y'all doing this morning? Hold on one second, guys. Let me let Mr. Smokey in, and then I'm going to tell y'all something about him. He's a good boy. Okay, sorry about that. I should have let him back in before I went live, but I didn't think about it. So I hope everyone's having a good morning. Before we get started on the true crime this morning, I want to share with y'all what happened to my dog last night and ask y'all to say prayers for him. So last night I fell asleep on the couch watching The Wizard of Oz. I was woke up when Mark went outside to the Jeep and Smokey went with him. He went to get his skull. When he came back in, I was awake on the couch. Smokey walks in front of the entertainment center and he just flops out. He had a seizure right in front of me. What did my dumb butt do? Screamed. Oh my God, he's dying, he's dying. I panicked out. I've got to not do that. I immediately picked him up off the floor and laid him on the couch. I probably should have let his seizure finish. I don't know. He's going to the vet in the morning. A while back, about 2 weeks ago, I told y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, that Mark found Smokey in front of our washer and dryer, which is like in a little hallway. And he was laying in his own urine, kind of whimpering, and he was stiff. And we didn't know if Chloe, the little Yorkie, peed in the floor and he slipped or what was going on. I kept saying he probably had a seizure. Well, last night he had a seizure right in front of me, y'all. I've cried. Hey, Natalie, good morning. How are you doing? Hey, faithful one, good morning. Damn, there's a delay. I always say that, but there's like a bad one. Oh, crap. What am I doing here? I can't operate this mouse. Okay, there we go. I got it fixed. Prayers go up for Smokey. I've had a rough year with my dogs. Oh my goodness. I think something's wrong with Smokey's kidneys, y'all. Because all he does is drink water and go out and pee. He's done been out since I got up at 6 o'clock this morning. He's probably done been out 6 or 7 different times. You know, he's Mark's dog. Mark's had him. He had him for 3 years before we met. Smokey's now 13. So it's going to be rough on him if something happens to him. Hopefully the vet can get him straightened out. I've been researching kidney disease in dogs, symptoms, seizures in dogs, all that this morning. Anyways, he'll be going to the vet in the morning. It's just been one thing after another. Chloe was sick. She's got congestive heart failure. Thank God we've got her halfway straightened out. She still has heart failure, of course, but we're kind of got it under control for right now, if you know what I mean. Breaks my heart. I have cried and cried. So this morning, anyhow, we're going to be talking about 2 little boys that are missing from California. I think it's called California City where they lived at. Orson and OrrinWest. Orson's 3. Orrin is 4 years old. On December 21st, his adoptive parents said that the boys were outside playing with chalk while the adoptive dad opened up a gate in the yard to carry some wood in, he claims. The adopted mother was inside, allegedly wrapping presents. and the boys disappeared. He says they must have went out the gate. So he claims he drives around the neighborhood, stopping, asking neighbors if they had seen the two boys. He was, like hollering their name out the window, and like they couldn't be found anywhere. So he eventually called 911. I am not believing this story, and neither is the public, neither is their biological mother. Now, Trazell and Jacqueline West is their name. Like I said, it happened on December 21st, which was on a Monday. Now, they fostered the kids in 2018, and the following year, they adopted them in 2019. There's also 4 other children in the household besides the 2 little brothers that are missing. There's 2 biological children, and there was 2 adopted children. They have been took from the home. The FBI has seized, authorities have seized the van. The FBI is now involved, of course. They have been searching around the backyard. They've had canine units out. These little boys are nowhere to be found. And we're going to watch a clip of the dad. Oh my God, guys. He stands just like Chris Watts. As soon as I seen this, I was like, oh my God, he's got his arms crossed just like that weirdo Chris Watts. And she's sitting there when he's telling the reporter the story of what I just told y'all about him carrying in wood and all that. She's sitting over there beside of him, shaking her head to everything that he said. And I was like, that's a little odd, like trying to back up his story. I don't know. There's something weird with it. The adopted or the biological mother has been out there to where they live at, helping search. She is very upset. She thinks the adoptive parents have something to do with her kid's disappearance. Now, why these kids were put in foster care, I don't know. I honestly, in my opinion, I don't really think that's important right now. Although I did wonder why they were in foster care and why the mother didn't get them back. Maybe she had to give them up or something. She couldn't provide for them, make a hard decision. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to watch a clip. I probably have to unplug my mic so that first, let's watch this other one first, and then we'll watch that one. If I can get it pulled up. Close out an ad here. Let me mute that. Okay. Oh, I don't know if it's playing it. Is it playing this for you guys? Hold on just a minute. Let me go back to my StreamYard. I don't think it was playing it. I don't know. There's a freaking delay, so you can't tell what the hell it's doing.
It's been a very busy 2 days here in California City. The parents, everyone here is left wondering where these little kids could have gone. How did they get out of this house? Now, California City Police are still here. They came here again today to search the inside of the house. They're here with their canines looking for the scent of the children to see if there's any evidence of where they could have gone. And now the adoptive parents are saying that the kids were playing on the back porch when suddenly they just disappeared.
And that's all I want is to find my babies. That's it.
Trazell and Jacqueline West are the adoptive parents of the missing boys. One is 3-year-old Orson West. The other is 4-year-old OrrinWest.
They are going to be here in this area.
It all happened at around 5 p.m. on Monday. Trazell West says the boys were playing with chalk on their back porch. He went outside and opened the back gate to gather wood for a fire. The mother was inside wrapping Christmas presents.
I came in the house. I saw them there in one house. I came back out. I didn't see them there.
West says he searched inside the house and the whole backyard.
I realized that I left the gate open and I panicked.
That's when he drove around the neighborhood calling their names and talking to neighbors.
So then I came home and I told my wife we need to call the cops. It's getting dark and I need help. We gotta get going.
California City Police and dozens of locals searched the area for the kids Monday night and all day Tuesday, but the parents stayed inside their home.
And I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching.
Police say the parents have been cooperative. Yesterday, they went willingly to the station for questioning and later were released. Police took their phones and their 4 other kids away. Detectives got a warrant last night to search the house, and they towed the parents' white van.
I don't understand.
Oh
Ryan Dean is the biological mother of the 2 boys. She and the 2 biological fathers of the children came to the house today to figure out what was happening.
And I just had to be here because my babies are supposed to be missing from this house. So I just need to be right here, right now.
She's been putting up flyers with the boys' faces.
I thank everyone so much. I appreciate you guys. I never thought that I would be in this situation.
It's been a rough day for these family members and residents of the community who just want some clarity. If you have any information, call Cal City Police at 760-373-8606. In California City, Perla Shaheen, 17 News.
Okay. We're going to listen to it. Now, that video was right after they went missing. I got another one where the same reporters outside the house and the crowd is chanting. They're hollering, "Where are the kids? Where are the kids?" Everybody knows that these people have done something to these children. I think they have. Something's not right.
Search for missing 3- and 4-year-olds Orrin and Orson West in California City. Now, as police and the FBI and other agencies continue their investigation, which, according to neighbors, is taking place in the adoptive parents' backyard. We're joined now by 23 ABC's Bane Froney. She's live outside that house in California City
reporter.
with the latest on the investigation. Bane, what can you tell us?
Austin, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but there are neighbors shouting outside of the foster parents' home right now. Tensions are pretty high. According to neighbors, there was a police presence here around 9 p.m. They were told that they were digging in the backyard of the foster parents' home. This comes to us as there is a new memorial outside the home in honor of the 2 missing boys.
It's been, 4 days? It's going on 4 days. Tomorrow is Christmas.
The Cal City community is still distraught over the 2 missing boys. There is now a new addition to the neighborhood. This is a small memorial, leaving candles and toys, hoping the toddlers come home safely.
All have to get together as a community and just try to help find these children ourselves and do the best we can.
Orrin and Orson West have been missing since Monday night as search efforts continue Thursday. According to neighbors, police arrived at the foster parents' house Wednesday night. They also say that Cal City Police, along with the FBI, started digging in the backyard, which caught the attention of Wayne Leonard.
It's a noise like jackhammering or roto hammering, like they were trying to dig through dirt or break concrete.
The adoptive parents gave their account of what happened on Wednesday, claiming that the two boys went outside to play with chalk while their adoptive mother wrapped their Christmas presents. Their adoptive father said that he left the gate open. When he realized the boys were gone, he began searching for them. The adoptive parents declined an interview Thursday, saying police advised them to stay inside, leaving some to wonder why.
I would be nonstop looking if it was my child. You wouldn't even keep me inside.
Despite search efforts that haven't turned up anything, neighbors are still trying to think positive during a dark time in this small community.
Hopefully, they'll find the children alive for Christmas.
We have not gotten confirmation from police if this is now a criminal investigation or not. Cal City Police are asking that if you do have any information about these two missing boys, that you call 760-373-8606. In Cal City, Bain Ferroni, 23 ABC, connecting you.
Okay. Something's not right. Police were digging in the backyard. They must think that they did something to those two little boys. Bless their heart. Let me plug my mic back up. It may hit me. Okay. No, it didn't. While that was playing, I had to run and get my charger for my laptop. I didn't realize the battery was that low. Hey, Kitty Love. Shug. Good morning. I'll still be on them streets. No. You'd have to kill me to keep me from going to look for my son. Fire outside the gate. That's weird. I was wondering why he was carrying firewood in. I guess maybe they have a fireplace. I don't know. They were acting really weird in that interview. He had the same posture as Chris Watts. She's sitting there nodding her head to everything that he says. Hey, Carolina girl. Let me go back over to my live chat here. Police have not released a whole lot of information. Hopefully, they find out where those two little boys are. I hope and pray that they are alive. But I had a bad feeling this morning when I was reading all this stuff and reading the different articles. Just this feeling of panic rushed all over me. And I don't think it's going to turn out good, guys. I'm going to pray I'm wrong. I'm going to try to be positive. But I just got a really bad feeling about this. Unfortunately, a lot of people adopt kids so they can abuse them and draw money from them. The neighbor said it sounded like they were breaking concrete. I bet they've been abusing. Well, I shouldn't speculate, but I was going to say, I feel like they probably have been abusing these two kids. I hope I'm wrong. I shouldn't speculate, but I can't help it. Yeah, prayers. I just think if the kids had wandered out of the gate, they would have been found. I didn't see any like ponds or lakes around. That neighborhood kind of looked kind of empty, didn't it? You know what I mean? They would have found those kids. I mean, is it possible the kids wandered out the gate and some predator just happened to be going by and snatched them? I mean, anything's possible, but I don't think that happened. I don't think those kids wandered off. Something I want to know. They said the two little boys was playing with chalk, like on the patio or something. Was there any evidence of that? I mean, even if there was, I mean, it could have been from another day, kids playing with the chalk. You know, I don't know. I'm just really panicked about this. Anyhow, let's see. I think that's about all the info I have on it. I'll keep y'all updated. If y'all hear anything, let me know. I'm going to follow this very closely. It's just so heartbreaking. I saw in another video that there were, you know, some members of the community that actually dropped off some presents for the two little boys. Hopefully they'll get those presents. But they just did that because the kids didn't get to have Christmas. I mean, they disappeared on December 21st. I wonder how old the other kids are. Wonder what the other kids would have to say about what was really going on in the home. Well, I'd say they will probably, if they're old enough, try to interview those kids, right? I mean, it wouldn't be the first time police have interviewed young kids. Is that the desert, Lisa Irwin? What is behind the house? Open desert or more houses? You know, I was actually looking for pictures of the outside of the house this morning. And the only one I could find was like, it showed the cops in front of it. And I was trying to look at their fence and their gate and all that, but I really couldn't see anything. Hey, Lisa, good morning. In times like this, I wish I had Facebook so I could get on there and search their Facebook. I may have to end up starting an account just so I can do that. I used to have one. I just don't like Facebook. But anyways, keep following it and keep praying for them. I wish I'd done a video on this the other day when I first seen it, and I didn't. I've just been so distracted. Now I feel so bad about it. Who puts their kids outside to wrap? Well, this was their excuse, Sapphire. Their excuse was she was wrapping presents and he was going to carry in some wood, and they thought it would be good if those two little kids would go outside and play with the chalk. Why did she want those two to go outside and play and not all of them? There's something not right with that. He had the same damn posture as Chris Watts. Good morning, 100% Pure Love. I about missed you. Hope you're doing well. Anyways, it's very sad. Yeah, they got excuses for everything. Excuses for everything. I got a feeling it's going to come out that they was abusing these two little boys, maybe all the kids. It's an insane story. It is. Like, two little kids they just don't disappear like that. Especially like, it was just like a few minutes. He should have been able to find them in the neighborhood if they wandered off. He was carrying in wood, realized he left the gate open, got to missing the kids. So I wonder if he went in the house first to look for them. I don't know what he said about that. I can't remember. But he said he drove around the neighborhood, stopping, asking people if they'd seen the kids, yelling their name out the car window as he drove around. Something's very fishy. Guys, there's a lot of good foster parents, adoptive parents in the world. There's also a lot of bad. Same with biological parents. But a lot of people want to foster children for the money because you draw a check for those kids. Now, in the state of Virginia, you have to spend so much money on that kid on clothes or whatever they want, or toys, whatever, every month. And you have to produce receipts for that. Yes. Thank you, 100% Pure Love. I get all bumfuzzled on here and kind of all over the place. Thank you for your comment. It makes me feel better. Anyways, something's not right. That's for sure. What else was we going to talk about this morning? Crap, I've done forgot. Let me go to my notes here. Oh, yeah. There was a man who met a lady on a dating site. This lady happened to be autistic. He led her into the woods and murdered her with a mallet. After he bludgeoned her with the mallet, he started stabbing her with a kitchen knife. He said he had always wanted to murder someone. This is a really sad one, guys. let me pull up her picture. Here's something crazy. Her friend, or maybe it was her sister, had warned her about meeting men on dating sites. Oh, crap. There's 2 more toddler brothers missing. We'll look at that in just a second. What in the hell is going on? Okay. Jesus. In that case I just said about the missing toddlers is in Connecticut. 2 Caucasian little boys. Let me just remove some ads. Jesus, what in the hell is wrong with people? I hate to say it, but when I hear there's a missing kid, I'm always suspicious of the parents. First off, always. Or the caretaker. Let me see what this lady's name is. This happened in Pennsylvania. Erica Schultz. She was 26 years old. She's actually from Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. She was reported missing on December 6th by her sister. I believe it was her sister when she failed to show up for work. Oh, look at her cat. I've always wanted a black cat with green eyes. Alleged killer lures autistic date he met online into woods, beats her with a mallet, and points police to her body. Freaking weirdo. It said authorities found the body of a missing Pennsylvania woman after a man who met her online reportedly admitted to killing her. Penn Live reports that the sister of 26-year-old Erica Schultz reported her missing from Bloomsburg on December 6th when she failed to show up for work. Investigators searched Erica's cell phone and noticed numerous calls and messages to someone close to Interstate 80 near mile marker 219. Investigators ultimately determined that Erica Schultz, who was autistic, had been communicating with a man on an online dating app. And his name is Harold D. Hallman III. He's 42 years old and a reported transient. PA homepage reports that authorities determined that Hallman's cell phone was at Erica Schultz's apartment off of Railroad Street on December 4th. Both Schultz and Hallman traveled along Interstate 80, according to their cell phone records. Schultz's phone disconnected in the Milton area. I wonder what he told her to get her in the woods. On December 23rd, FBI agents contacted Hallman and questioned him about Schultz. Actually, they put a tracking device on his vehicle and tracked him down to his ex-wife's house. That's how that went down. He done one interview with them, right? He was supposed to, and when he done that interview, in the process of that, they went and put a tracking device on his vehicle. That's what I read in another article. And they tracked him down to his ex-wife's house when he didn't show up for the follow-up interview. Okay, so that's what it goes on to say. On Christmas Day, agents tracked Hallman's cell phone to his wife's home in Duncannon. The following day, authorities spotted him walking along railroad tracks in Duncannon. According to police, Hallman had slashed his arm with a box cutter, leaving the message, "I want to kill myself, and I need to die for my sins." There he is. Harold Hallman. I can never say the name Harold. Authorities took Hallman to an area hospital where he asked for his cell phone and glasses. He then pulled up Google Maps on his phone and showed investigators where to locate the victim. Erica's body was later found near the intersection of Interstate 80 and 81. Hallman allegedly admitted to investigators that he was walking in the woods with Erica Schultz, when he started beating her in the head with a mallet. Afterwards, Hallman allegedly stabbed Schultz numerous times with a kitchen knife. What a freaking monster, psycho. Fox 56 reports that one of Schultz's friends said that Erica used numerous dating apps to meet people. One of the men she met, who Schultz referred to as Dave, reportedly told her that he wanted her to pack everything up and go away with him. Erica's friend warned her to be careful and cautioned her about using the dating app, but Erica decided to meet up with Dave to see how it would go. Oh, my page scrolled on me. See how things would go. Okay. On December 5th, Erica Schultz met her date. The following day, she stopped returning calls and messages. After Hallman admitted to the killing, he told investigators that he had sex with Erica one time, but didn't want to be in a relationship with her. He added that something was wrong with him, and he thought about killing others, but never went through with it. Hallman was arrested and charged with abuse of a corpse, criminal homicide, and kidnapping. He remains behind bars without bail. That is so sad. I wonder if the whole purpose of, I wonder if he planned this out, like to meet someone online and murder them. He had something planned because he wasn't using his name. He was using the name Dave. His name's Harold. Bless her heart. That is so sad. I meant to look up what a mallet looks like this morning. Is a mallet the same thing as a sledgehammer, or are they totally different? I guess, it doesn't matter. I was just wondering how big it was. So sad. What a freaking weak monster to attack a lady that has a disability, to attack any lady. I think this was premeditated. Hey, it is Stacy, tarot reader. Mallet is a hard rubber hammer. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about now. Somebody needs to take him out in the woods and take a mallet to him. Hey, that's the way the judicial system should work. Hey, however you murder someone, that's going to be your punishment. If you shoot someone, you're took out in front of a firing squad. Stab someone, that's the way it's going to happen. I know it don't work that way, but I wish it did. Then people might straighten their butts up. A mallet has a rubber head and is much shorter. They're rubber ones. I was looking at my sledgehammer because I just so happened to have one in the toolbox in my cabinet. And I meant to look up a mallet. Things like, I don't know. I think of weird things, y'all. I was just wondering. Hey, hell's too good for that piece of crap. He needs something even worse than hell. Feeling sick. He preyed upon an autistic girl. Yes, mallet is usually... Yeah, it makes me sick too. There were probably red flags, and she didn't see the red flags. Oh my goodness, I just came in on the tail end of it, but I will rewatch it. Good morning. Hey, never lose hope. Good morning. Yeah, an eye for an eye. And also, I love your channel, CC. I like that you are down home. That is why I subbed you. Oh, thank you, knitting artisan. I wish I could knit. You don't even want to see my crocheting work. Hey, I just try to keep it real on here. I'm not too professional. Some people don't like that, but hey, most people do. Hey, Light Feather, where is your wrench? Wait, is that really you, Light Feather? Because that's weird. I've not messed with wrenches in a long, long time. So that's really weird. Anyways, we'll have to follow this and see what happens. I'm pretty sure he's going to be convicted. I don't know what his sentence. He deserves death for this, in my opinion. They'll probably give him some kind of plea deal. I don't think they should give him plea deals. Sometimes they have to so that they will cooperate. It's just so sad. You know, her friend warned her. And she went ahead and please, y'all, please don't meet up with people online on these dating apps. I know, that's like the thing to do, but it is just not safe. I mean, you should never take off alone with someone that you don't know. These weirdos are always nice till they get you alone or till you do something they don't like and then they flip a freaking switch. It's just not safe to meet people on these dating apps. I mean, if you have to freaking do it, at least meet them at a public restaurant and take a friend with you. Get there early. If you don't want them to know you got somebody there with you, get there early. Let your friend go sit somewhere else in the restaurant. Do background checks on these people. I suggest not meeting people online. That's what I suggest. But, I know people's going to do it. Prayers for her family. It's just so sad. This next case we're going to talk about in a second. It's an update. And it's pretty sick. I'm going to warn y'all. It's so sad and it's sick. I'm trying to get all the ads down. Anyhow, I'll keep y'all updated on Erica Schultz case. That case really bothered me this morning, just to think that people take advantage of someone that's vulnerable. Lure them out. I think he planned on killing her. That's why he didn't use his real name on that dating app. Who knows? He might have killed other people before and they just don't know it. Hey, Denise R. I'm missing people. I guess I'll have to pray for a wrench one day, Miss CC. Has to see me more on the channel. Oh, yeah. I wish you would come in more often. I know how it is, though. I think you're the sweetest, by the way. I've still got the recipe you gave me to make your nails grow. The ingredients wrote down. I'm going to do that. Let me light my cigarette. We'll move on here. So, a few weeks ago, we talked about a case where a man had called 911 saying that he found his little girl on the bank of a pond, beaten, about froze to death. And the mother, his wife, and another toddler had been severely beaten as well. Do y'all remember that? And some neighbors were arrested for it. And the neighbor just so happened to have the same last name as this father. Well, now they have charged the parents. Y'all are never going to freaking believe this. The parents let the neighbors, a man and woman, abuse their little girl. Sexually abuse her. Beat her. They watched it go down. The parents, these neighbors made the parents take objects, sexually abuse this little girl. Are you freaking kidding me? If somebody tried that with me, I'd walk in my bedroom, pull out something, and they'd cease to exist. Okay, so the parents went to church with these neighbors. Go figure, these weirdos went to church. So the neighbors had it in their head that the mom of this little girl had demons in her. Like, what kind of drugs are these people on? Yeah, the Bible talks about, like, demons and stuff. Demons do exist. That's not what happened here, okay? It says warning graphic content. So this happened in Missouri, Benton County. It says the parents of a 4-year-old Missouri girl are facing charges after authorities say the pair didn't do enough to stop their neighbors from allegedly beating, abusing, and killing the child. The Benton County Sheriff's Office reports that the parents of Jessica Mast, identified as Jane Mast, Mary Mast, were arrested on Christmas Eve. The arrest comes days after 2 other adults were arrested for Jessica's untimely death. Mary Mast is charged with first-degree endangering the welfare of a child resulting in death, first-degree domestic assault. James Mast is charged with first-degree endangering the welfare of a child first-degree endangering the welfare of a child resulting in serious physical injury. I don't know why they're not charged with the same thing. It's worded different. Authorities were dispatched to a Benton County home on December 20th after James Mast called 911 just before 1 a.m. when temperatures in Cole Camp were well below freezing. Mast said that Jessica's mother, and his 2-year-old son had been severely beaten. I knew something was up with this. Ethan Mast, unrelated to the family, 35, Courtney Allman, 21, were arrested and charged with second-degree murder and related charges in connection with the child's death and the assault on her family members. Police said the couple went over to the Mast home uninvited to discipline the children. Come in my house, try to discipline my child, see what happens to you. Be leaving in a freaking body bag. Here's these 2 weirdos. According to the court documents, James Mast told investigators that the neighbors who lived across the road went to the same church as his family. The suspects arrived at the Mast home and declared that Mary Mast had a demon in her, Fox 4 reports. Over the course of several weeks, the neighbors allegedly beat the Mast children, forced the parents to comply, warning them that they would get hurt if they interfered. Can you believe that somebody would let 2 neighbors freaking abuse their kids and sit there and freaking watch it and not do nothing? Can you believe that? On Saturday, the suspects arrived back at the home at 8 a.m., began beating the 2-year-old while forcing the parents to watch. They left the victim's home at some point that day, then returned later and began beating Jessica with a belt. She cried for help, but no one attempted to stop the beating, police said. According to the probable cause statement from Sergeant Chris Wilson, both suspects are also accused of sexual abuse and forcing the little girl's parents to use foreign object to perform sexual acts on her. Jesus Christ. The suspects eventually beat Mary Mast. Authorities found her inside a bedroom with her 2 sons, the 2-year-old and an infant. She had severe bruising all over her back, ABC 13 reports. The 2-year-old had severe bruising and blisters. They were both sent to an area hospital for treatment. The infant boy appeared unharmed, and James Mast, who said he was beaten with a wooden spoon for showing compassion to his family, didn't require hospitalization. James Mast said the suspects told him Satan would come if he showed compassion. And so you just sit there and complied, you freaking coward? Oh, so the other mugshots up above must be the biological parents. So here's Courtney Allman and Ethan Mast, the sickos. The parents are sick too. They could have picked up the phone and called 911 if they was scared, because these people eventually left their home at some point that day, then come back. Like, I don't get it. You come in my house, you try to harm my child, and you're going to have to freaking kill me. you're going to have a fight on your damn hands. Okay. When police arrived at the home on Sunday, James Mass left in. Okay, I already read that. Okay, it says Mass said the suspects took the girl to a pond, dunked her numerous times before leaving her on the bank to freeze. Afterward, they returned the child to her home, where she was wrapped in a blanket and left in the bedroom. It's unclear exactly when the child died. Sergeant Wilson asked James Mass how he could let people do this to his family. And he stated they were told his wife had a demon inside her and her children would end up just like her if it was not taken care of. And that's per the probable cause statement. Based on what I know, I think this could be some kind of honest to goodness religious type episode, Benton County Sheriff Eric Knox told KTLA5. With community outcry concerning a possible cult that could have caused the killing, Benton County authorities responded in a Facebook post. Knox said the evidence so far is not indicative of a cult. It's indicative of some people that's freaking smoking some meth or something to me. Every damn one of them. I can't see how anybody could sit there and let somebody abuse their child, make them abuse their child. People don't. People, cowards, got no gumption about them. Okay. So they made a big post about it's probably not a cult. The surviving Mass children have been placed in protective custody. And that would be a 2-year-old and an infant. I don't think there are any more kids. Okay, so here's the parent. Now, I enlarged this picture this morning. She does have a black eye. Hey, oh well. I don't care. They should have done something. He don't look like he was beat on at all. Don't see no damn bruises. Hit with a wooden spoon. Why don't you get up and beat his freaking brains out? Freaking coward. I believe y'all was complicit in it. I don't understand this. I don't know what to say to y'all besides these people are freaking cowards. And in my mind, they're just as guilty as those 2 weirdo neighbors. Jesus. What's wrong with people, y'all? These cases get me so pissed off. They do. I'd fight a freaking grizzly bear over my son. I'd fight a freaking tiger. I mean, you'd have to freaking kill me. For real. I just don't understand people. Okay, let me look at the chat a second. Hey, Toxic. Drama. Legitnut. Hey, Sonia. Yeah. Blue West. My birthday is January 1st. New Year's. Happy birthday, Blue West. My son's birthday is today. He's actually asleep right now. Hey, Just Jax. I'm going back through the chat. Has anyone else heard about the man who beat his 10-month-old 4 days ago? It's all over the internet, Miss Cece. We need a narrator about the case. Oh, no. I'd heard about a case like that a while back. I'll look that up and pull up some information and write it all down, and we'll discuss that tomorrow. I'm making me a note. How old? 10-month-old. God, people are sick. How could anyone harm a child? Jesus. How could anyone sit there and let someone beat and rape their kid and listen to their kid cry out in pain, cry out for help? Pieces of shit. They deserve to be took out and freaking just beat to freaking death, dunked in the pond themselves, all freaking 4 of them. Good freaking riddance. Okay. So I saw this a few minutes ago. Toddler brothers missing in Connecticut. We'll keep following that math case, guys. Thank God the other two kids are okay. And we'll never remember this horror. Because one's 2 and one's just an infant. There's no way in hell I know people that would go to hell beat out of them before I would hurt my child because they told me to. They don't add up. It don't add up. The mother did have a black eye. That don't mean anything. The husband could have blacked the eye just to, make it look like she had been beat up. They's probably complicit in this, guys, if the truth's known. Because I just don't know anybody in their right mind that would allow freaking neighbors, somebody you go to church with. I don't know what hell kind of church that was I was going to, by the way. But I don't know anybody that lets somebody abuse their child in front of them. Or anyone that would be me, Nobody's going to make me do crap. You'd have to kill me. Telling you, they'd have a fight on their hands. And they would not win. I mean, were they holding a gun on them? What? No, I don't believe it. They had an opportunity to call 911 when those people left the house. They did not do it. They was buying into that demon crap. I believe they was complicit in this. I swear. Okay. Look at these 2 cute little fellers. This article just went up. Police are searching for 2 toddler boys who's been missing since Saturday. Let me see if I can say their names. According to WVIT, brothers Lucifer Guy, 2 years old, Thor Guy, 11 months, of North Haven, Connecticut, are believed to be with their mother, Brittany Young. The circumstances of the brothers' disappearance is not known, and the report does not provide a clothing description. Authorities have issued a silver alert for the 2 boys, indicating that police do not have a description of a vehicle belonging to Young. Law enforcement sources told the news outlet that police are looking to make contact with the boys' mother to ensure they have adequate care. Anyone with information is urged to contact North Haven Police at 203-239-1616. So it's a parental abduction. Must not have custody. Gosh, I hope they find them safe and sound. I hope she don't do anything crazy. I don't know why parents think they're going to get away with this. I mean, your ass, if you kidnap your child, if you don't got custody and you take them without permission, don't return them. I mean, when they find your ass, you're going to prison. You're definitely not going to be seeing them then. It just, people blow my mind. Oh, was it Alyssa's birthday? Happy birthday, Alyssa. Hey, Bailey. I didn't see Bailey. Hey, Remy. Thank you. Yeah, my son's 14 today. His little butt stayed up gaming last night, so he's in the bed. I didn't say anything to him. It's his birthday, and he's a wonderful kid. Wonderful kid. Well-mannered, well-behaved. He's always been that way. Very polite. Hey, that's a good idea, 100% pure love. They could have been blackmailing them. Anything's possible. I always say that. Anything's possible. It just don't make sense. Just don't make sense. Toxic, disgusting. There was one doctor here, Canadian, they called the baby god. He did that one, found out. I got a video up about a doctor that did that toxic orchid in my Patreon. I done it, I don't know, it was like last week, but this doctor in Michigan, this fertility doctor, been a doctor since the 50s, used his own sperm on his patients. He's got hundreds of kids. He was a doctor for about 40 years or more, up until like, I believe, like the late 80s. He's like 102, 104 now. It's something like that. I can't remember the exact details. It was freaking sick. Anywho, I'll let y'all know if they find these two little boys. I hope they do. Did y'all see the body cam footage that was released? I did record it, but I put it up on my Patreon. This is before and after the explosion in Nashville. They are adorable, Alyssa. Oh, thank you, Sapphire. 100% pure. My son's birthday was on the 28th. Oh, happy birthday to your son. Got December babies, Christmas babies. I had Timothy like at 11:37 p.m. Yeah, I actually had a doctor's appointment that day. Crap, I didn't know I was in labor. At this time, my back was hurting. I had to go to the doctor several times a week because I have that preeclampsia. But anyhow, we can take a look at this right here. Let me unplug my mic.
What's up, Timothy? Hey, man, we take a body. We
415 B9, 411 Charles.
So you're not doing anything wrong, okay? You're not in trouble, but there is something serious happening down the road.
Go for 11.
Okay? Do you mind going down to second and
Where they need to go when they are evacuating the building? I've got second timers and the property managers on to know where they need to go.
Anywhere but the 2nd Avenue side, preferably the 1st Avenue side.
10-9.
As long as they don't go to the 2nd Avenue side, should be okay.
Hey, short nose.
3593.
Just watch up until the explosion. There's nothing that goes on after that, really. Standing around. I've never been to Nashville. It looks nice. I think this is down next to the honky tonks. I'm gonna warm my coffee while this is playing.
That's so weird. That's like something out of a movie.
Like The Purge?
Yeah.
It recording. It's creepy.
Well, in the meantime, I found out that that building that it's next to is the building that houses all the hard lines for phones throughout the Southeast.
Makes sense. Good spot to put a bomb.
Take a right up on
Take a right on the 5th.
We'll be able to hear the explosion in a minute. That guy allegedly told his neighbor that the whole world was going to know him after Christmas. They sure do. Freaking weirdo. Everybody said he was quiet but nice.
415. We do not need fire on standby at this time.
I wish they had released the footage of a cop there.
Fire medical down here just went off. Fire medical signal 10.
Look at the glasses all the way up down this street. And it's around the corner.
Oh, good. Oh, good. 423, I got 421 with me. One south there. Command, I need all resources out
There
on
it
the
is.
call. Check in with your 10-4 ASAP. 423, I'm 10-4. Command, I want a roll call of all central personnel ASAP, starting with 11.
Damn.
411, I'm 10-4. 15, 10-4. Real, he does.
What was stored? I don't know, Lisa. What was stored? He blew himself up in front of AT&T.
Until a roll call is completed.
Hey, Southern Mom.
425.
Look at that. This cop ain't doing much action, don't look like to me.
Hey, and second and broad. Second and broad. Commander 425, are you 10-4? He's 10-4.
Are you guys okay?
Correct.
No, I guess.
Where's your car?
How you doing?
Okay, go to your car. What's going on?
213, myself and 215 are also around. I got 213 and 215 around. Who else is around? I missed the first one. 321.
Look at that.
Correct. 221 call the ball. 515 Charles coming in. 113
Jesus.
Charles Central on that round. 41000 good. I'm with 23. Hellfire, the best way to cut through. You're driving the wrong way down second from Union.
Could hear the panic in her voice.
Land all units. We're here in secondaries. There could be ammunition inside the vehicle. Do not get in the open. Do not get out of the open on 2nd Avenue. 423, you're going to have to 9. Stay under cover. We have possible secondaries. Stand up. Now, let them go. are direct. There may be ammo in that vehicle. We don't need anybody coming up the 2nd Avenue exposed.
You okay? Yeah, I'm good, man. I appreciate it.
Scary.
Boy 44, we need a 47 to take the Broadway for an officer that has hearing loss in his left ear.
God almighty. Look how far it blowed debris up from the explosion.
Yeah.
Charles on Central. You have about all the east cars.
That's about all it shows, guys. Let me get the link to this. Figure out how to do it. And y'all can go back and watch it if you like. It's scary. When I first watched it and I heard the explosion, I jumped. I wasn't expecting it, to happen that quick. But as soon as that cop goes and opens his trunk, it goes off. You can hear the explosion. It's scary. Thank God. Like 3 people were only injured. I mean, I hate they were injured, but it could have been so much worse if the streets had been crowded, if it hadn't have been Christmas morning, like 6:30 in the morning. Now, I read an article last night. One of his neighbors had the bomber's neighbor. What's his name? Let me go look at his name. I forgot it. Warner something. Anthony Quinn Warner. Anyways, he had stopped and talked to this Warner guy that his neighbor had. And, he seemed nice and polite that day, but he did make a comment. He said, "The world's going to know me after Christmas." And the neighbor didn't ask him any questions. He didn't think anything about it till he heard about the bombing. Explosion, whatever you want to call it. So he had definitely planned this. And allegedly he was into that conspiracy theory about 5G technology. So that's probably why he blew himself up in front of the AT&T building. Yesterday morning, I was like, what is 5G technology? Like, duh. It finally dawned on me. I just didn't put it together. Sometimes I'm like that. Anyways, that's scary. Shout out to all those brave officers. I did say that guy wasn't doing much, but I mean, I don't know. I wish they'd got body cam footage from another officer because you really couldn't see much there. I'm too judgmental, y'all. But anyhow, I'm probably going to get off here in a minute because this bar stool is killing me. I'm not live streaming from my desk in my comfy new chair I got for Christmas because my desk is actually in my son's bedroom and he's asleep right now. So hopefully one day I'm going to get a bigger house. Been looking so I can have my own office. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can get some of this closed out. I'm going to get off here in a minute and check on Smokey. He's just laying up there in the living room and get some things done. I'm going to be getting a new washer. I don't know if it'll be here today or tomorrow. I thought it was going to be here yesterday, but of course Mark didn't get off his butt and go buy it from Lowe's. What about the 5G? That is so terrifying. Well, it's something about they have a conspiracy that, like, the government can spy on you with this 5G technology. They can already do that. Anyways. And also something about cell phones like affect people's health. I'm not for sure exactly what all that is about. I just know basically what it's about, you know. Like, I'm not really big into conspiracy theories and all that stuff about the government and stuff. Some conspiracy theories about aliens, yeah, I'm into that. Oh no, conspiracy theorist or truther. I don't know what they call it. Yeah, it's really weird. Some people get really into those conspiracy theories, just like this guy allegedly has. I'm gonna look up about the 5G technology conspiracy so I can explain it better. The government could spy on you when there were only black and white television. Yeah. Well, cell phones cause tumors. Yeah. Well, that's what I've heard too. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that they can cause cancer. I think basically that's got something to do with that conspiracy about how it affects your health and the government spying on you. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up so I can explain it. Some things I'm ignorant on. The drone is already happening now, watching us over our home. I have seen them here in Virginia. Oh, are you in Virginia too? So am I. You probably know that though. China can spy on us. Wi-Fi's, but yeah, China. They say China can spy on us through. Oh my gosh, TikTok. My mind went blank. TikTok. 5G will hurt the ozone layer. Really interesting. I'm going to look all this up. I'm going to see if I can find some videos and stuff explaining it and some articles. Also, I'm going to look up that case 100% Pure Love about the 10-month-old baby beat and raped by the father. I'm going to look that up and we'll probably discuss that in the morning. Exactly, Natalie. That's what I was thinking too. They already spy on us. Did y'all notice when I was reading on Crime Online, did y'all notice those Beagle t-shirt advertisements? Those are there because I was looking up some t-shirts with Beagle's portrait on it. I was trying to find a cool shirt for Mark. He absolutely loves Beagles because, you know, we got Beagles. But anyways, and now they're advertising for those Beagle shirts every time I get online. See, they're a spy. Internet spies on us. Oh, I'd love to go to Chesapeake. I'm down in Southwest Virginia, like right down at the tip of the state, near like about an hour and a half from Bristol, Virginia. About an hour from Abington. Yeah, look it up. Dangers on Wi-Fi and our children. I'm going to, so I'll be able to, you know, explain it to people. I hate getting on here and not knowing what I'm talking about. But I will admit when I don't know what I'm talking about. And that's a lot. Anyways, I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. And please remember my little schnauzer, Smokey, in your prayers. Those of you that pray. He needs prayers because he had that seizure on me last night. Y'all pray for me too that I don't freak out if he ever does it again. But his butt's going to the vet in the morning, first thing. Anyways, love y'all. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for your support. Be safe. Be kind.